of Eve. He must be big and strong, like the butcher you know, with curly brown hair like the baker. And the whole town was wise. He must have big blue eyes, just like the candlestick maker. Now the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker kept up a terrible pace. The little bald man with the look of a Quaker put them all out of the race. Now Marie always said that it wasn't his money. The thought never entered her mind. But everyone thought it exceedingly funny that her love was so terribly blind. For he wasn't big and strong, like the butcher you know, with no curly brown hair like the baker. And the whole town was wise that he had no blue eyes, just like the candlestick maker. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker all kissed the beautiful bride, and each one of them swore he would never forsake her, no matter what fortune betide. Oh, at the end of the year, as her husband had promised, Marie had a fine little lamb. But everyone thought it exceedingly funny that he didn't resemble his dad. For he was big and strong, like the butcher you know, with curly brown hair like the baker. And the whole town was wise that he had big blue eyes, just like the candlestick maker.
Yeah.
Kom igen, du kör.
The most chivalrous fish of the ocean, to the ladies forbearing and mild. Though his record be dark, the man-eating shark will eat neither woman nor child. He dines upon seamen and skippers, and tourists his hunger assuage. But a fresh cabin boy will inspire him with joy if he's past the maturity age. I can readily cite you an instance where a lovely young lady of breed, who was tender and sweet and delicious to eat, fell into the bay with a scream. She struggled and flounced in the water, and vainly cried for her bark, and she surely if she hadn't been found, she surely would have drowned, I guess. If she hadn't been found by that chivalrous man-eating shark. He bowed in a manner most polished, thus soothing her impulses wild. Don't be frightened, he said, I've been properly bred, and will eat neither woman nor child. He offered his fin, and she took it, such gallantry none can dispute. As the vessel they neared, all the passengers cheered, and a broadside was fired in salute. As they drew alongside the vessel, a life-saving dinghy was lowered, with a pick of the crew and her relatives too, and the mate and the skipper aboard. They took her aboard in a jiffy. The shark stood attention the while. Then he raised up his flipper and ate up the skipper, and went on his way with a smile. Now this proves that the prince of the ocean, to the ladies forbearing and mild, though his record be dark, the man-eating shark air. When a tomcat, well, I got singing the right key. Oh, the Persian kitty, perfumed and fair, strode out on the backyard fence for air. When a tomcat, lanky and long, dirty and yellow, came strolling along. He sniffed at the perfumed Persian cat as she strutted about with much eclat, and a-thinking the time to pass, he whispered, "Kill, you sure got class." Well, 'tis fitting and proper was her reply as she arched her whisker over one eye. "I am ribboned, sleep on pillows of silk, and daily I bathe in certified milk. But I'm not content with what I've got. I should be happy, but happy I'm not. I should be joyful, yes, joyful indeed. For I'll have you know I'm highly pedigreed." "Well, hark," said the tomcat with a smile, "you must trust your newfound friend for a while. You must abandon your backyard fence, for what you lack is experience." Oh, the joys of living he then unfurled as he told her the tales of the outside world, and suggested with a luring laugh a stroll for two down the primrose path. Well, the morning after the night before, that cat came home at the hour of 4. That innocent look from her face had went, and in its place was a smile of content. 2 months later, those kittens came to that Persian kitty of pedigreed fame. They were in Persia, hell, they were black and tan, and she told them their pa, he was a traveling man.
We're gonna have old Clara though. I love old Clara.
How do you know all these great songs?
Aren't they great? They're super.
You're fabulous.
I want old
They
Clara.
don't make sounds like that anymore.
They're really super.
They're fun, yeah.
Dorothy is really cool
Yeah.
when he gets ready.
What a great treat.
Yeah, we should have started that. No, would have been, no.
Yeah, Allison would have enjoyed it.
Yeah, she would.
She loves the music.
Let's see, what's the first one? She used to sing hymns in the old village choir. She used to teach Sunday school class. Playing the organ, she never would tire. Though these dear days are over, alas, each day on the organ she'd practice and play. The preacher would pump up and down when his wife caught him pumping her organ one day. That's when Aunt Clara left town. With presents he tempted and lured her to sin, her innocent virtue to smirch. But her honor was strong and she only gave in when he gave her a deed to the church. Oh, we never mention Aunt Clara. Her picture is turned to the wall. Though she lives on the French Riviera, Mother says she is dead to us all. Oh, they said no one cared if she never came back when she left us her fortune to seek. But the boys at the firehouse draped it in black, and the ball team wore mourning that week. Oh, they told her she toiled by night and by day. She'd have to scrub floors for her bread. But inside of a week, she discovered a way to earn her board lying in bed. Oh, we never mention Aunt Clara. Our picture is turned to the wall. Though she lives on the French Riviera, Mother says she is dead to us all. Oh, they told her the wages of sinners is death, but she said if she had to be dead, she'd just as soon die with champagne on her breath and some pink satin sheets on her bed. Oh, the good things in life always go to the pure, the Sunday school lessons all teach. But I wonder when I see a rotogravure of her 80-room shack at
The beach.
Oh, we never mention Aunt Clara. Her picture is turned to the wall. Though she lives on the French Riviera, Mother says she is dead to us all. Oh, they told her hell's fires would punish her sins. She'd burn for her carryings on. But just at the moment she's toasting her skin in the sunshine of Dovey and Con. Oh, they told through the garments of sackcloth she'd sink with ashes to cover her head. But just at the moment it's ermine and mink and a diamond tiara instead. Oh, we never mention Aunt Clara. Her picture is turned to the wall. Though she lives on the French Riviera, Mother says she is dead to us all. Oh, they say that she sunk and they say that she fell from the narrow and virtuous path. But her French foreign gardens are sunken as well, and so is her pink marble bath. Oh, my dear mother's life has been pious and meek. She drives in a second-hand Ford, and Clara received for her birthday last week a Rolls Royce, a Stutz, and a cord. Oh, my dear mother does all the housework alone. She washes and scrubs for her board. I've reached the conclusion that virtue's its own, but also its only reward. Oh, we never mention Aunt Clara, but I think when I grow up so tall, I'll go to that French Riviera and let Mother turn me to the wall.
Great, Marv. This is well also
I've just heard a story that rings in my ears. It's one of the saddest the soul ever hears. To think of it makes you burst out into tears, for it tells of a man and his mate. Mother Eve in the Garden of Eden heard the serpent the same as this lass, and she too might have turned from temptation except for a terrible snake in the grass. Shame on the man who pursued her, the villain who viciously wooed her. She fell in a faint as he pulled out his paint, and the next thing she knew he tattooed her.
That was a ruder version of this.
Oh, yeah.
Now it all started out as an innocent thing when she joined her girlfriends to go on a fling. No, her husband went off to go fishing one spring. And she joined her girlfriends to go on a fling. And they all went to bathe at the beach. When this artist came up with his paint pot and a needle to toy with her calf, she allowed him to tinker, and he painted a fiend who was sawing a woman in half. Oh, 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 shame on the man who pursued her, the villain who viciously wounded her. She fell in a faint when he pulled out his paint, and the next thing she knew, he tattooed her. He tattooed her thigh and he tattooed her hip, and then he wrote welcome on her upper lip. But she was a lady and she wouldn't strip, for she said, I won't pose in the nude. For my mother says no nudes is good news, and besides I'm another man's spouse. You may ply me with gin, but I'll never give in. I'm beginning to think you're a louse. Oh, shame on the man who pursued her, the villain who viciously wooed her. She fell in a faint as he pulled out his paint, and the next thing she knew, he tattooed her. Just a couple more verses. Her husband came home and they instantly kissed. Then he read that writing from elbow to wrist. He foamed at the mouth and eventually hissed, for his rage drove him utterly nuts. She was hurt by his attitude deeply and hysterically started to laugh when she pulled down her stocking and she showed him that fiend who was sawing a woman in half. Oh, oh, shame on the man who pursued her, the villain who viciously wooed her. She fell in a faint when he pulled out his paint, and the next thing she knew, he tattooed her. No chance did she have to explain things, for then he said, never dampen my bath mat again. So now you can see her whenever you can, for she works in a circus for pay. And her soft epidermis is covered with pictures of sailors and such. And if you have a needle, you too can tattoo on the skin that they all love to touch. Oh, shame on the man who pursued her, the villain who viciously wooed her. She fell in a faint as he pulled out his paint, and the next thing she knew, he tattooed her.
Wow.
Love it, love it, love it. Wicked song, very wicked. Very naughty. Loved it.
So don't go to the beach and get tattooed.
That's the moral of the story, huh?
Okay. What else?
I don't know. I played all my faves.
So we just have one closing number?
Sure.
Okay. What do we all know? Oh, sorry, can you?
That's a good one.
So do you know that MTA song?
I used to, but it's, I mean, I just know little bits of it. I once learned it, but I've just not, I never committed it to memory. On a summer's day in the month of May, a burly bum came hiking down a shady lane, down a shady lane, through the sugar cane. He was looking for his liking. As he strolled along, he sang a song of the land of milk and honey, where a bum can stay for many a day, and he don't need any money. Oh, the buzzing of the bees in the cigarette trees near the soda water fountain at the lemonade springs where the bluebird sings on that big rock candy mountain. There's a lake of gin we can both jump in. where the handouts grow on bushes. In the new mown hay you can sleep all day, and the bars all have free lunches. Where the mail train stops and there ain't no cops, and the folks are tender hearted. Where you never park, you never throw rocks, and you never change your socks, and your hair is never parted. Whoa. The buzzing of the bees in the cigarette trees, near the soda water fountain, near the lemonade springs, where the bluebird sings at the Big Rock Candy Mountain. On the Big Rock Candy Mountain, the cops have wooden legs, the bulldogs all have rubber teeth, the hens lay soft-boiled eggs, the farmers' trees are full of fruit, the barns are full of hay.